Buffalo is going to win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl, yeah.
Now, baby, come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
All right, we are live, and we are back. Welcome to another episode of the Overdue Bills podcast, and I guess you can say we're definitely excited to be here today.
We're excited. I'll say that they are excited. I don't know about you. I don't know how excited you are.
As I stated earlier, we're excited to be here today.
Here you go.
I'm always excited to be with the guys. So shout out to each and every one of you as you're coming on. And shout out to our guy Matt, aka Matty Ice. Matt, how you doing today, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Happy to be here. You know, that off the fresh dub. Let's get it.
For sure. And Rad, you heard him. He already, in a chipper mood, I guess. So Rad, what's up, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited about the Super Bowl run we about to go on. So let's get it.
Oh wow, we got a lot to talk about then. Listen, shout out to Buffalo fan base. Shout out to Buffalo fan base. We appreciate the collab we have going with them. So you already know how that's going. And shout out to AOG Cigar Lounge. We definitely shout out to AOG Cigar Lounge. We definitely appreciate them. And Matt, if you could be so kind and let the people know about AOG Cigar Lounge and what we got going on.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, this episode and every other episode is brought to you by the good folks over at AOG Cigar Lounge. Located at 3495 Delaware Avenue, AOG Cigar Lounge is the premier cigar lounge in Western New York. AOG has a welcoming atmosphere for all levels of cigar smokers. They have a crazy selection of your favorite cigars and a massive selection of drinks to pair with it. They have drink flights. They have buckets of beers, all kinds of crazy deals going on for this holiday season. Stop in today, catch up with some friends, get some work done, or catch a game over and see our guys and girls over at AOG Cigar Lounge. Big events coming up this month for those guys. Saturday, December 20th, there's going to be an ugly Christmas sweater party. So it's going to be members are going to be free. So get your membership before then. It'll pay for itself. But you get a free
win the contest. Right?
Yeah, or win a contest. You get a membership for that month. Yep. So the members are free. You get a free bourbon and a free cigar. You gotta have an ugly sweater on. I think that they did last year. They did prizes for best ugly sweater, best group sweater. So definitely, go. It was a good night. I'll probably be there. Got my Overdue Bills ugly sweater, so I'll probably be in attendance for that. Non-members is $15 to enjoy the same thing, just to get in there for the day and go enjoy that party. So definitely check that out. We'll be posting more details on our pages, have some on the show next week leading into the event. But definitely check that out. And coming up is their 3-year anniversary, I believe, or it's either 2 or 3 year anniversary. It's going to be a big party there. They got Lee Evans back, so definitely, we'll have more info on that coming soon, but it's going to be another good night there as well. Definitely going to be a lot of things going on coming up. We'll keep you guys updated.
Shout out to AOG Cigar Lounge. We definitely appreciate them. Shout out to Buffalo fan base. And here's what we need you to do. Like, share, rate, and review. Like, share, rate, and review. We need you to do that right now. And we actually need you to go to our YouTube page, Overdue Bills Podcast, on YouTube, and we need you to subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. A lot of you have been doing that, and we definitely appreciate you. Subscriber numbers is definitely going up. We definitely in that monetizing. We in that vibe. So we appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to everybody out there. All right, let's get into the show because we definitely got some things to talk about. Every time the Bills win some games, the homers go crazy, but never fear, Sam is near to always bring us back to reality. Quick question of the day. Question of the day. Back-to-back wins, right? Back-to-back wins. And I guess the question would be, I guess Rad talked about it earlier. Do you now trust the Bills as a legitimate, not just a playoff threat, but a Super Bowl threat? Do you trust the Bills? Trust them as a Super Bowl threat? Rad.
I mean, of course. I've been, I think we got all the pieces we need. I think we, the coaching staff. I think we got the players is good. Our quarterback is the MVP. You know what I'm saying? We got the MVP as our quarterback.
Wow. Like the current MVP.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Ed.
Yeah.
He's the MVP.
Absolutely.
He's the most valuable player. He showed it. I mean, who had a better game than that game? Name a better game. He had the best game. Everybody talk about Heisman moments, but MVP moments, he had one. I think the defense definitely give up points. This is the worst defense in Sean McDermott's era. I give you that. I'm not going to
argue that. Wait. What did you just say?
This is the worst.
No, say that again.
This is the worst
defense in Sean McDermott. Shout out to Mike. So we do agree.
But I believe this is also the most. Let me finish my statement. You cut me off in the middle of my statement. But it's also the most clutch defense. We got a clutch defense.
Oh my God.
Our defense is clutch, baby. Clutch defense. We come through when we need to come through. McDermott was calling defense. Turner's had. We're clutch. Shout out to Benford, your guy. You had a good game. I want to talk all the stuff. But yes, Super Bowl. I agree. AFC. Yo, hey, spoiler. I think we're going to win the division. Let's see.
We're going to get to that.
I'm talking crazy.
Mike,
I'm talking good today. I'm talking good today. I'm ready for it, Preach. It's good.
The question is, do we trust the Bills as legitimate contenders or really, I'm talking about Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl is a bust for us. We've already set that out at the beginning of the season. There's no in between for us. So yes, let me ask that question.
Yeah, I mean, I know I said it last week. There's not a team that really puts any fear into me. That's not the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, right? So looking at forward, I don't think that they're going to be in. They're never out of it, but it's not looking good for them. So that this playoffs, I don't think they're going to be in it, and I'm not worried about running into any one of these teams that are in it in the playoffs. And we're going to get probably a potential playoff matchup this week.
Interesting. I would say this. And this is what I'm leaning on, right? The reason why I do say, y'all know I'm a straight shooter.
What you about to say?
I'm a straight shooter. Let me say this on the onset. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody in the comments.
Now you Stephen A.
I am, and I'm about to be honest. Shout out to y'all. See, that's my cousin. Shout out y'all. YB at all the games, Bandits, Sabres, Bills. Shout out to my cousins because him season ticket holder all teams. So shout out to him. But I wasn't what's your business? I gotta shout my cousin business out too though. That's we in suites, you know what I mean? Lofts, all type of, y'all know the vibe. But anyway, let's get to the nitty-gritty. The reason why I'll say the Bills is a Super Bowl contender.
Get to what you was about to say, bro.
It's not so much the Bills, but it's because the Chiefs is not in contention. I gotta be honest. Listen, I gotta be honest. And we're gonna talk about the Bills in a second. So yes, I do agree that the Bills are Super Bowl contenders, but the reason the Bills are Super Bowl contenders is because our arch nemesis, the team that we cannot beat, is not pretty much gonna make the playoffs. That's the thing. That's the thing.
We just beat them.
Like sometimes. Say whatever you want to say. Sometimes it just happens that way. We beat them in the regular season multiple times. That doesn't mean anything. We're back in shells. Okay. But we can move on from that question because we all are in agreement, and I'm sure everybody that's in the comments are pretty much in agreement that the Bills are Super Bowl contenders. I would assume that. But with that being said, we do need to talk and have a recap on the Bengals game, right? That's something that needs to be talked about. 39-34. It was a barn burner in the snow. Great game to watch. A lot of ebbs and flows, a lot of things going on, right? Josh Allen, as Rad has already stated, had multiple MVP moments, right? 22, 28, 251 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. I mean, just had a magnificent game overall. James Cook, we're going to talk about it. I'm sure somebody's going to bring it up. But my question is to everybody in the comments, right? My question is to everybody in the comments in this group that I have in front of me, minus Mike. What impressed you more? Was it Josh Allen's efficiency in his MVP-like game, or our defense abilities to get a turnover or make a big play, and then that really propelled us to kind of win the game, so to speak, right? Like the turnover by the defense, that Benford, that interception literally propelled us to kind of, essentially we won the game because of that. So I'm asking Matt first. Matt, what are you more impressed by? And everybody in the comments, you can answer this question. What are you more impressed by? Swanson, I'm going to get that in a second. What are you more impressed by? Josh Allen's game or Benford / our defense to kind of make a play for once?
Definitely the defense. Definitely more impressed with the defense. I was definitely nervous. This looked like the playoff game we had against them a couple of years ago. Same conditions. We all know. I talked about it after. I'm really mad that the Ralph, they didn't add heated field into the upgrades years ago, and we paid for it, I think, in that playoff game, and I thought we were going to pay for it in this game against Cincinnati, because going against a team like, you saw it, corners not getting their footing, defense, nobody on either side, and I know you're going to get into Rousseau. No defensive ends, defensive tackles on either side could really set the edge there, because they were boxing and kind of sliding out 5-10 yards, trying to box. I'm not giving any excuses, but I'm definitely more impressed with the defense that they were able to get a stop, because we all knew Josh was going to score, the offense was going to score, because we talked about how bad Cincy's defense was. So that wasn't surprising to me at all. Just the ability for them to get that one stop that we needed against Burrow and that group of guys. Jamar Chase was pretty much non-existent that game. That was super impressive to me.
I'll say this. I would say for me, and Swanson is saying that, he's pointing out the defense as well, and Matt pointing out the defense. For me, it's definitely Josh Allen. I don't think it's close. Josh Allen, half man, half amazing. I was going to pick up my son today. Shout out to Russ. He's a deacon at one of the churches here. We were talking about it. Josh Allen is like, he probably needs 7 chiropractors, because he literally puts the team on his back. He is the epitome and the definition of putting the team on his back. I'm just going to be honest. Like when you look at the Buffalo Bills, and I've said this numerous of times, and I think that most of the fans agree with me, we have a bad football team. Right? Like, just in totality, when you just look at our team, our defensive line is terrible. I think Gregory Rousseau is probably one of, I've been saying he's one of the worst players this year, but honestly, I think he's probably one of the worst starting defensive ends in league history, especially for the amount of money that we gave him. I think that he's literally probably top 5 worst in Bills history. Like, if we literally just look at all the defensive ends, I think he should be benched. I think, Epineza should start over him. When Bosa comes back, I think Shaq Lawson should start. I think honestly, if we put him on the practice squad, I wouldn't be upset, because he's just such a bad player. It's honestly disgusting. We should honestly treat him how we treat all the bad players. Like, he's Aaron Maben to me. Like, he's that kind of bad, in my humble opinion. I don't know if y'all feel about that, but that's how I feel. So as it relates to our defense, we have a bad defense, right? Teron Johnson is one of the worst players in football right now, right? Shout out to Teron Johnson. Mike said that the Christian Benford play was one of the best plays he's seen in Bills history. Teron Johnson had one of the best plays, obviously, in the playoffs when it meant more against the Baltimore Ravens, taking that to the house, right? We love him to death. Teron Johnson doesn't need to see the field ever again. All right, it's just a fact. He can't tackle anymore. He never really could cover, and it just showed that he's just bad as a player. So my thing is, even though Christian Benford had a good play, the defense is bad. Our offense is terrible. Receivers don't get open. They don't do anything right. Offensive line, James Cook tried to give away the game, and we are looking at Josh Allen and saying, "Save me, save me, save me, save me." And it's like, thank God for Josh Allen. Right? Thank God for Josh Allen. I wanted to ask everybody this question before I'm going to turn it over to you, Rad. You can answer this and answer all the other questions. Everybody in the comments, answer this. I'm just saying, if we did not have Josh Allen, right? If Josh Allen did not exist on our team, what would our record be? Just answer that question. No, answer the question, Rad. What would our record be?
Okay.
Why not?
because this why? What is the point? I don't know what you're talking about. So, the Bills. This is where I'm at with the Bills. I think Bills are primed to make a deep playoff run. I think Sean McDermott is really calling good games. He's in the moment. He's not the anxiety ain't getting to him.
Good games.
He's doing right. I think the defense
what
is
did Sean
opportunistic
McDermott
there,
do to
clutch.
call a good game?
I just gave you a 10-minute runway, bro. Can I talk?
No,
but I just gave you a 10-minute runway.
No, you're saying that Sean McDermott is doing good things. Tell me the good things that he's doing. Anybody, somebody. Only good thing I seen Sean McDermott do was start Josh Allen. That is literally the only good thing he's ever done. That's a fact. That's a legitimate fact. He doesn't do anything good, but start Josh Allen.
I mean, him going for it at the end of the game there. I think that was a prime. Yeah, go ahead. Do it, right. I won't steal your thunder.
Let me finish. Sean McDermott. I think Sean McDermott is coaching really good. I think Sean McDermott is putting on a good. Talk about overall coaching. I'm not talking defense. Is going to talk about overall coaching. Sean McDermott is doing a great job coaching. I think y'all know how I feel about Joe Brady. Let's see if he's going to be here. Let's see if he be back here next year. I think he's doing great. I think Josh Allen is closer and closer. I think I don't know if he right now you're going to give it to him. I think maybe Stafford might get, but I think by the end of the year, Josh Allen might be a back-to-back Super Bowl MVP. I believe we're going to win a division. I believe we win this game. I believe we can talk about it. We're going to win the game, the New England game. But I don't want to fast forward this Bengal game. This Bengal game showed me that we're ready. We're in playoff mode. We're ready. Josh Allen is in sync. The defense is clutch. The defense is clutch. Turnovers matter. We've been having turnovers since last year. Turnovers matter. And like I said, like you did bring up the fact that Mahomes and them not going to be in there. So the AFC side, I am confident over there. I mean, Phillip Rivers is the Indianapolis Colts quarterback. Like, I'm confident over there. I think the AFC is ours. I think Cincinnati gave us a great test at home. It's a playoff atmosphere. Two great wide receivers was going. Joe Burrow was dealing, and we still came up with that one. I think the Bills are the favorite, and I think we're going to have a good playoff push. And we probably go. I believe we're going to get to the Super Bowl. When we get there, we'll talk. But the Bills are going to the Super Bowl. Book it.
Okay. I think we're all in agreement. Well, I'm not necessarily in agreement on that. But shout out to everybody in the comments. Appreciate y'all. Let me say this. As it relates to the game, I'm going to ask a couple questions because Rad is talking about the test that the Bengals gave us. And the one question I want to ask, you can just keep this in your mind because I'm going to ask it in a second. Was it Bengals meltdown or Bills? They kind of won. Like we.
Oh my God!
I'm just listen. You can keep that in your hold. Just hold that question because I do want to say this. I do want to. I agree with one point as it relates to Sean McDermott, right, and Babbage. The one thing that they figured out was, the one thing that they figured out was we have the worst defensive line in NFL history, so we need to manufacture pressure by blitzing. Right, that is something that they figured out. Now, it took them 14 games to figure out, and that's bad. But at the same time, they did figure it out. Better late than never, right? Better when you look at your defense lines, like y'all suck. So we have to blitz in order to manufacture pressure. That's the only thing we can do. We don't know how.
What are you talking? For what? It was. I mean, you can go, Matt. You can go. Let Matt go. You go, Matt.
No. So no. You know they're calling good blitzes, but I want to kind of get back to Josh Allen having to be Superman type of thing. Now, there's a comment up there. I think Swanson, he's saying, why are we talking about Josh being Superman be a bad thing? This is what we're paying him to be. It's not It's not an act of desperation though. The game. Hold on. Hear me out. The game plan is the Bengals are terrible at covering tight ends. Guess who our top two wide receivers were? That manufactured all the downfield plays. Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox.
Shout out Joe Brady.
693 for Dawson Knox career day. I think he went 5 for 41 with Dalton Kincaid. And Josh ran the ball when he had to. It was a snow game. It wasn't Josh. Oh my God, Josh, you need to save us. No, it was Josh.
Yes,
it was. How we're in the red zone and Josh is making Josh plays in the red zone. It's not Josh come save us. Josh come bail us up.
He had a good needle.
It was people wide open all game. What are you talking about?
The tight ends were open all game. They got us down the field. The Bengals were bending. They were bending and then not breaking
good.
in the red zone, and Josh was forcing them to break in the red zone with his legs and with the plays.
Bro,
and then he ripped the 40-yard run. I don't understand why we're thinking oh my God, we had nothing except for Josh. We had shit going on. We had shit going on.
What do we have going on?
The tight ends. I just said it. The tight ends had 150 yards receiving.
What are you talking about?
Yo, y'all saying the tight ends is really
between the three tight ends, they had 150 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns in this game, bro. I don't know why we're talking about what we're talking about.
Y'all sound like Mills in our group chat, like, yo, Hall's having a great year this year. Yo, they suck.
That was the game plan. The game plan is they can't cover the tight end, and we exploited that.
I don't know the issue with you and Mike for it because it's not Diggs. It's not.
I don't care who.
It's not a fancy name. Oh, he trashed. Dawson Knox and Kincaid had a great game, and we schemed it up because got a great.
Josh Allen had a good game.
Hold on. I'm happy. I'm happy that Mike is on here and things like that. Like Drake May is an MVP candidate. Hunter Henry was his leading receiver in 6 games this year. You think that Patriots fans are like, oh my God, I can't believe Diggs and Boutte weren't the top receivers. Nah, it's Drake May is playing great, and he's exploiting defenses with players that are making plays.
See, this is why I don't like Bills fans, because the Patriots fans are not saying that. The Patriots fans are saying we have Super Bowls under our belt and we're about to win another one. That's what the Patriots
not with Drake May.
What the Bills fans should be saying is we don't have Super Bowls under our belt. And yes, we have an amazing quarterback who's an MVP candidate. Yeah. But at the same time, when you look at the players that he has on the field, they are bad players. That is a legitimate fact. When you look at the other side of the field on the Bengals, you say, he has a Jamar Chase, he has a T. Higgins, who he can throw the ball
and they're out the playoffs.
And guess who he lost? 3 years. Yeah, they haven't been in the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs since now.
Their quarterback wasn't hurt last year.
And their quarterback is supposed to be great. Josh beat him this year.
He did beat him.
I agree. So you want to be the Bengals? Time out. You want to be the Bengals?
No, I want the receivers of the Bengals.
Why? Because you want to be the Bengals. They haven't made the playoffs.
So would you take the receivers of the Bengals and lose that game, or would you take our receivers and win that game?
I would take their receivers and I would win.
Would you take the receivers of the Bengals and take their last 3 seasons?
Who doesn't want T. Higgins and Jamar Chase? Who don't want that?
I don't.
Who don't want that?
My point.
Like, what are you talking about?
I agree with you saying that.
Okay, but that's like, but what do we? I want JSN. Give me JSN.
Because
I actually want JSN and Puka. If we gonna do anything, and throw Jonathan Taylor while you at it. If we doing anything, let's do that.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Let's call Aaron Donald out of retirement as well. Let's get anybody you want.
I don't want to do that. Right? I don't want to do this, but if I do it, y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God, Sam's a hater." But I'm about to do it in a second. I'm about to go through the list of the Bills players as it relates to salary and show you how bad every single player is on top of the list besides Josh Allen. Do you want me to do it? Do y'all want me to do that? Y'all don't want me
understand. What's the point? Tell me what's the point. You just wasted airtime.
I just want everybody to admit. All I'm saying is we have a bad football team. We have a great quarterback, and he's literally carrying us. Why is that so hard to everybody? Why can't we admit that?
Why is that such a terrible thing, though?
I'm not saying
we have some bad football players, but you know what? The bad football players are making plays. The guys are making plays.
No, they're not.
How are they not?
Played this whole season. Let's stop talking.
Who hasn't made a play?
Gregory Rousseau. He hasn't made a play.
Who cares? Bro,
I mean, you're gonna keep hanging on the Gregory Rousseau thing. I respect that. He your new Ed Oliver, which I respect. Yeah. He your new Ed Oliver. I respect it. But you're gonna have to let that go at some point.
I'm not letting it go. We're winning games. I'm not letting it go. Defense is making timely plays. It is what it is.
I believe, like I said, the defense is clutch.
So let me ask this.
Clutch.
Stay right there. Okay. Is this defense? I'm asking everybody in the comments. Greg is not my only guy. I can literally name 20 people's songs. You know that. Like, stop. If y'all want me to name 20 people, I will name 20
You just gonna name 20 people. That's all you're gonna do. All you're gonna do is name 20 people. Let me ask this.
No, all right. I got stats. I literally have stats all right here. But listen. Okay. Is this defense closer to good enough to win with or going to cost us eventually? That's the question. Is the defense we have, can we honestly say that? I'm asking everybody in the comments. I'm asking everybody on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Shout out to Overdue Bills Pod YouTube page. Please go there and subscribe right now. Rad and Matt, everybody in the comments. Is the Buffalo Bills defense, can you categorize them as good enough to win, good enough to go far with, or eventually they're going to bite us? Matt.
I'm going to categorize them as good enough to win because we have Josh Allen. We've seen we've seen we have Josh Allen. It is what it is. I don't. It doesn't matter. The defense has been. Mike just said the defense has been good enough the past 5 years.
Has it?
We got it. We got to make it happen. At the end of the day.
Yeah, the defense is clutch. I'm gonna keep saying it. Defense has been playing clutch. They make clutch plays, clutch turnovers, clutch sacks. We've been doing that. We in playoff mode. I think Josh is locked in. I think the defense is got. I think our secondary. Let's talk about the secondary. Secondary been balling, right? The secondary's been. I know you talk about the D line, Benford, Hairston, Poyer. I know Mike hate Poyer. I mean, that's my guy. But and Bishop, our secondary has been balling. Chase was locked down. I know Tika's had a big day because Trey White was getting cooked. Everybody's getting cooked. But our secondary, not Trey White, has been great. Has been doing real good. I think Benford is Pro Bowl. He might even play himself back up to all pro level type because he's been shaking earlier. You've been quiet about Benford. This is the first game, not the first game. The last few weeks he's been showing up. Because that first half of the season, your guy, you've been a little quiet about him. He's been showing up.
Because
he's been playing
in his zone all the time.
All right, it's cool. But he's been playing all pro level now, and he's been playing opportunistic when we need him the most. The defense has been balling when we needed to be in their clutch. Shout out to the defense being clutch, and I believe it's clutch because of Sean McDermott is calling it now. He know the buttons to press when we need to press them, and he's showing up. The blitzes, the intercept, all that. Both Benford blitzes. Y'all. Come on, both Benford blitzes. Key games, bro. Key to the game. Shout out to Sean McDermott.
Shaq Thompson out there making big plays. Our defense is clutch.
Yes.
And also too, we're gonna have the number one running back in the NFL by the end of the season because teams have now figured out that if they stop Jonathan Taylor, the Colts are going to lose. Danny Dimes went down, so they're going to put 8 in the box, 9 in the box on Riley Leonard, and Jonathan Taylor's going to lose that title, and James Cook's going to go right up to number 1. So we're going to have the number 1 running back, the number 1 quarterback in the NFL. We're going to, and our defense is going to be good enough to win the Super Bowl, I think.
If he doesn't fumble the ball, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. No, but a lot of people in the comments. I'm just being honest. A lot of people in the comments have been talking about injuries. Spencer Brown, Palmer, Bosa, Terrell Bernard. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like Terrell Bernard can stay hurt. You know.
There we go.
Terrell Bernard's a bad football player now. Like we could just be honest. He's skinny. He's not making those same plays. Like we can move on.
He made some of those plays this year. I don't know what we're talking about. We're gonna skip over that one.
Every player got to be an all pro. You got to have an all pro at every position for you to think they're good. Who is good? Yeah. Nobody good besides Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the only good player on our team. Correct?
Did we or did we not play Terrell Bernard money?
Is Josh Allen the only good player on our team?
No. Answer the question. Did we pay Terrell Bernard money? Yes or no?
I don't know. Did we?
Yes, he's a bad player. All right, let's move on. We did beat the Bengals. Definitely a game must win. 6th seed in the AFC, right? 6th seed in the AFC, 9-4. We got a huge game coming up. But my question is, and I asked this last podcast, and I want to ask everybody in the comments because Rat seems to think that we're going to the Super Bowl. So let's have an overarching question about the playoffs. We talked about matchups, and we don't know necessarily where we're going to land. But my question is, as AFC matchups start to unfold, right? And I asked this question on the last pod: what team are we kind of eyeing? Is there a team that we're saying we don't want to play that specific team? And that's just I'm throwing it out there. Is there a team that we're saying, or is there a team that you say we really want to play this team? When we get in the playoffs, this is the team that I want. Matt, do you have anybody?
No, there's nobody really either way. Like I said, I mean, there's nobody that is on that list right now that I'm like, I don't want to go in and play this team. There's not.
It's a team for me.
There's only one team.
I don't want to play Houston. Yeah, shout out.
That's the only team.
I don't want to play Houston. I think that we can.
It's not. I don't want to play Houston. Let me.
No, it is.
You can finish. You can say it. That's not what I'm saying.
For me, I'm saying that yes, we can beat Houston because we have the better player in Josh Allen. I believe that. But at the same time, I've seen Josh Allen go up against Houston on multiple occasions and not win the game. And we just lost to Davis Mills. And he's one of the worst quarterbacks in league history. Just being honest.
Yeah,
and they have a top 1 defense. They have a top 1 defense, top 2 defense, and when Rad says that, do you want all pros or do you want great players at every position? Yes, because other teams can have it. So why can't we?
Who? What other team got it?
Houston. You were saying, Rad?
All right, bro. Cut it out. Just cut it out. He's just talking. Houston. Now, Houston, obviously, I think they got the best unit probably in football. They have probably the best unit in football. The defense is great, but if you go look, if I go back,
said that.
If I go back and look at that, go back and watch that game, we should have won that game, right? Josh played one of the worst games he played in his career. The O-line was terrible. Now, the defense had a lot to do with it. I'm not taking nothing away from that. But I believe the game plan, I believe everything was set for us to win that game. And we were on the road. So I believe
Mills, y'all.
If we play again, we're gonna have, I think Josh is gonna realize his mistakes he's made. We're gonna play better and we're gonna beat that team. Now, that the offense is good. Shout out to Nico Collins, shout out to Woody Marks, Nick Chubb. The offense is cool, but I believe we can beat that team in the playoffs. CJ Stroud, obviously, he's gonna be playing in, but I'm cool. For me, it's quarterback. Now that defense is good enough to get Houston somewhere. I believe that, but I believe our quarterback is the best. I believe our defense is clutch, and we would get past the Houston team. Because they offensively, they don't have enough offensively in today's NFL. Now, if this Houston team was the Houston team in 2010, 2008, 2006, I'd be really, really scared. But I think defense, this good of a defense, I don't know how far it can carry you in today's NFL. That's what I'm gonna say. So I believe the Bills ultimately is better than Houston. So no team, Houston is the closest team. It would be a tough win, a close win, but I think we get over that hump.
I would say also too, I want to see the Steelers, I want to see the Jags, I want to see the Chargers, I want to see all those teams. Like those would be easy wins. But we do have to preview because we listen. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to definitely everybody in the comments. Comments is going crazy.
Bro, that team wasn't scared. I'm not scared of Houston. Y'all buzzing.
No, and I don't think we played enough small ball in that game, which I don't think McDermott's gonna let that go. And when I say small ball, it's like I'm referring to baseball. If anybody isn't following, like we kick some field goals, we take some points, take our medicine, things like that.
And Kincaid didn't play.
And Kincaid also didn't play, but that type of game, I think we're going to be able to capitalize a lot more than we did. Josh isn't going to turn the ball over 100 times. It's not going to be crazy. So
I would say this: John McDermott got outcoached. We played Davis Mills. He's literally the worst quarterback in football.
No, like Josh was
wild, Mills. Bro. Like we should.
Doesn't matter who's at quarterback if you give him the ball at the 40-yard line a bunch of times.
Josh was wild.
Like it does matter who's at quarterback.
It does.
Josh played terrible.
We literally just talked about Josh Allen being
position though.
Field position. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Josh played very bad, and we lost by like 1 possession.
We played Davis Mills. We lost. Like that's awful. This is bad.
He didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
Why can't we admit to just what I just said? We played Davis Mills. We lost. That was a bad loss.
Yeah, but it's the NFL, bro.
No, it wasn't. I'm not saying it wasn't a bad loss.
Say it. Say we had a bad loss. Say that. I want to hear y'all say it.
Josh had no, it wasn't a bad. Hold on. Time out. You just told me we should be scared of Houston, and now you're calling it a bad loss. Which one is it? Make up your mind.
Bad loss because we played against Davis Mills.
But make up your mind.
If we can't beat Davis Mills, what makes you think we can beat?
So wait, time out. CJ Stroud. How did CJ Stroud play? But he's not playing no much. Come on, I'm not saying he's a better quarterback. Yes, he is quarterback.
Yes.
But with this defense and this current,
whatever you're saying,
bro,
yes.
no.
Yes. No, we can move on. Let's go to the Pats preview.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
let's go to the
Pats. I'm being honest. Let's go to the Pats preview. Pats 11-2, head of the division. Won 10 straight under Mike Vrabel. Right. We had that conversation of Mike Vrabel against Sean McDermott. We've been talking about that. Drake May MVP candidate, right? Pats already beat us week 5, 23-20, came into our own house, spanked us around. I guess the question to everybody out there in the comments, right? Is this game, is it a Josh Allen and Drake May game? Or is it a Mike Vrabel versus Sean McDermott game? Or is it something else, right? Like, so that's what I'm asking everybody in the comments. What game is this? Is this a game where we're going to see two quote-unquote MVP candidates going back and forth and we just see who wins? Or is it a coaching exposition? is Sean McDermott going to get the better of Mike Vrabel or not? Like, what game are you seeing, Matt? What game is it in your opinion?
I mean, I think it's definitely both, but I think, you know, the first part of it, I think Josh Allen's going to have to impose his will on this football game. I mean, it's December football. It is AFC East implications, everything on the line. Your best player has to go out and you know, make it happen. And I think it's going to be a Josh Allen game. And obviously, you know, McDermott will have guys prepared. The Pats are coming off a bye, so Vrabel has had extra time to prepare. In this sense, but I think it's a Josh Allen game, man. Josh Allen. I wouldn't even say it's Josh Allen versus Drake May though, because at the end of the day, it's going to be all eyes on Josh Allen. There's nothing for Drake May to lose here because he's so early in his career that if he comes out and he stinks, it's not going to be like, oh, Drake May put up a stinker. It's never going to be Josh Allen versus Drake May, at least for the next 4 or 5 years. I don't think we're not getting. He's not on that level yet. He hasn't done enough for me to be on that level.
Shout out everybody in the comments. Mike said, yes, this is a coach quarterback game. Like reading Mahomes. Edward said this is a Benford Diggs game. That's an interesting take for sure. Herb said this is a Buffalo versus Patriots game. Our team needs to play on all sides. I mean, shout out to everybody in the comments. True. I'm gonna say this. This is a playoff game. And I don't know if the Pats know that. I think this is a playoff game. I think these my God. For real, I think these next two games, go look at that. I mean, they played us. I give you that. Then these next two games, they got the Bills, Ravens. I know Ravens is, but these are two teams that's playing for, have something to play for. And I don't know if the Pats have the experience yet. Shout out to Vrabel, shout out to McDaniels, the coaching, sure, but the young guys over there that they relying on, Drake, a la Drake May, the running back room, everybody over there is somewhat young or haven't been there or haven't had this type of adversity. I'm talking about on the field. Maybe you got Diggs, but I mean, we'll see. I think it's a playoff game, and I want to see the Patriots. I know they're coming off a bye. I think that might even hurt them. The fact they're coming off a bye. The Bills is coming off 2 high-intensity, must-win games. The Patriots been sitting home. I think the Bills coming to this game with a different level of energy that the Patriots they just haven't got there. It's been so long for them, right? So I just think this is a playoff game, and I don't know if the Patriots is ready for this, and it's going to show.
For me, it's a Vrabel versus Sean McDermott game. I think Vrabel is an excellent coach, and everything that Raz speaks to is what coaches do. They get their players up to play, right? No matter the situation. And I'm interested to see what Sean McDermott does, right? I'm interested to see how he calls the game going into hostile territory.
You feel like Vrabel is better coach than Sean McDermott?
I would fire Sean McDermott today and hire Mike Vrabel.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Well, I see where you at.
And here's a thing.
Entirely no sense. Like I don't understand that, but I got you.
Shout out to Swanson. Reed Swanson comment first before we move on.
He's undefeated coming off a bye. Is Sean
McDermott undefeated coming off a bye?
He is.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
But you know, you mentioned high intensity game.
Now see, I bet he won't be.
So since the Patriots last played us, they have played nobody. They've played the Saints, the Titans, the Browns.
You play who you play.
You do, but I'm just saying.
Wait, come on! No! Don't let me get away with that. Don't let me get away with that. He just said about Davis.
I agree with Brad's energy comment though. They haven't played in the game. They haven't played in the game that they're about to play in. These young guys. I'm talking about just the players on the field. They haven't played a level of this game yet because none of them have been in a big game like this. And I think Brad is right. I do think the veteran guys on the Bills, they're going to come into this game with a playoff mode, right?
Ooh.
Where the Patriots, the guys that have been in the playoffs, the guys that have won the AFC
what
East,
veteran guys? Name some names.
Offensive linemen, defensive linemen, the entire offensive line. The entire offensive line unit. The Patriots don't have that same level of guy.
Yeah, I know.
They don't have that same that they're not. I agree. I don't think they're going to come with that same energy.
Shout out to Mike. I'm definitely not saying it's not a.
Yes, you did say that.
I said it's going to. I said for them, I think this particular it's nuanced. Everything is just not oh, they come off the bye, they're gonna win. I'm not gonna stick in that.
Vrabel is undefeated coming off a bye. So yes,
but I'm talking about the nuance of this game is that you got a second-year quarterback about to face the Bills, who's hot and playing well right now, and trying to have something to play for as far as division. Now, y'all got something. Now, the Page got something to play for as well, as far as 1 seed. But I believe the Bills is hot. They're coming off 2 good wins, and y'all are not. Y'all coming off a win against the Giants, who pretty much gave up in the second half. They didn't even throw the ball. They down 20, not throwing the ball. And you got a bye. So Giants in a bye, and we come off a good one against the Steelers, a good one against the Cincinnati. I think we're primed to win this game. Our energy level is different, and I believe Sean McDermott. Now, y'all, I remember the same people. I remember people saying the same thing about the Chiefs. The Chiefs was so good coming off the bye. They needed to win so bad. They went to what was it, Dallas, and they just laid the egg, or Denver. They just laid the egg against Denver. So it can happen. Even the Chiefs, the greatest of Chiefs, Andy Reid is like 12. I'm saying Andy Reid is like 20-2.
Well, we got to talk about the Chiefs. Talking about Mike Vrabel. Stop bringing up teams who win Super Bowls. I don't like when you do that. Like, why are you comparing us to? Like, they already got their Super Bowls. Stop. Don't compare us to that. I don't like that. I don't know. Talk about teams that don't win Super Bowls, because
all I'm saying is I think the bye week is not necessarily a good thing.
I think the late bye is a good thing. I think the late bye week is not a good thing for Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is undefeated off a bye week. It is a good thing. Period. That was a bad take.
I think coming off this bye this late, this time of the season is going to hurt them and not help them.
My point is, though, they've been on a bye since they played us. Essentially, there's not a team that they play that is not fourth in their division except
they beat us. So
also have a terrible. They did. So that was what I'm saying. Since us,
add us to the bye week. Add us.
So add us to the bye week. Is the Pats the best team in the AFC?
Yes.
They're the best team in the AFC.
I just said that. Yes.
Okay.
They're the best coach. Yes.
Oh my God. So Andy Reid on the AFC.
Yes, he is in the AFC.
So Mike Vrabel is better than Andy Reid
as it stands right now.
Bro, you just talk. Yo, what are we talking about? What are we even talking about?
Can we move on?
No, you're bugging. I'm bugging, but you're Mike Vrabel. Somehow Mike Vrabel is some godsend coach. Like, I like Mike Vrabel. He's good, but what has he done? Has he got to the AFC Championship game that I missed?
He's a great coach.
Has he got to the Super Bowl that I missed?
We'll see this year.
Like, did he not just get fired from Tennessee Titans? Did I miss that?
What has Sean McDermott done?
Go look at the resume. Since he became a head coach, he's one of the most successful head coaches since he became one. Go look at it. Go look what he's done. He made the playoffs without Josh. Like, what are we talking about?
Herb been asking, Matt, we can move forward. Matt,
we got to move forward because you sound crazy. We got to.
I'm just being honest. Matt, can you let the people know about our contest, who won the contest, and how they can enter into the contest? Like, literally, Mike Vrabel and Sean McDermott is the same coach. But anyways, Matt, go. He just don't got Pagulas. Them lazy owners. He don't got the Pagulas that he can fall back on. But that's another story.
We can pull up Mike's comment too, though. You know, when you play bad teams, you spank them. Yeah, we did that all this year. We played bad teams and we spanked them. So Houston is not a bad team. Every bad team we played against, we've spanked them. So
that's not true.
It's just, what bad team did we play that we didn't spank?
How many division games did we lose?
Y'all? Like that's not.
How many division games did we lose? We lost to the Miami Dolphins. Who beat us.
And Miami is a good team.
4 in a row. They're hot. They're hot right now.
This is the NFL. It's even Game of Sunday, bro. Carolina beat the Rams.
Like, Atlanta's a good team, Matt.
No, they got us. That's one. Yeah, no, but really bad teams, we spanked them. They didn't. They also didn't spank Atlanta though either.
Miami, let's go.
They beat Atlanta by 1, so it's not like they spanked them either. So at the end of the day, it's apples to apples in that fashion. Contest. Yeah, I'm gonna move on.
Thank you.
But at the end of the day, yeah, it is what it is.
I hope you get Mike Vrabel as your coach one day. And
I really do
feel fulfilled. I'll feel fulfilled from that. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Shout out to Sean McDermott.
All right, so we had a contest. So AOG gave away a 1-month membership to the Cigar Lounge, and then you also get a bucket of beer when you go receive that. The winner this week was Deontay O'Neal. He was closest to Josh Allen's passing yards, so shout out to you, Deontay.
Shout out, Deontay.
Yeah, we'll get you in the lounge. You could bring Mr. Daniels up in there, and you enjoy a stove. But yeah, we're gonna do another contest this week. AOG is giving away a $20 gift certificate to the Art of Glass Smoke Shop. It's going to be the Bills against the Patriots. You're going to predict the score, and as a tiebreaker, you're going to do the closest to Josh Allen's passing yards, and then for a secondary one, you're going to do the closest to James Cook's rushing yards. So the winner of that's going to get the gift certificate. We'll be posting it on our socials. You can also enter on our website, and then you'll have to get those in by 12:45 on Sunday. Definitely good luck. It's a good prize. Definitely get yourself in there.
Shout out to everybody out there.
Got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to be in it to win it. So please enter into the contest. Yes, Swanson, I do root for the Bills when they play. Clearly, you and Mike are a Patriots fan. You think Vrabel the best coach? Mike think Drake May is the best quarterback since sliced bread. Like,
he's been talking about Drake May.
Mike drafted him on his fantasy team, and now Drake May is the second coming of Josh Allen. Clearly, I do want to say this to all those.
Shout out to Drake May. He's good. I'm not hating on Drake May, but geez,
what was the question about T. Higgins?
How do we feel about him playing the rest of the game with a concussion? Definitely, Bengals are about to lose a draft pick or something over that. I definitely think he came back with a concussion.
Yeah, I mean, you got. I came up. I played football in the 2000s, bro. Concussions was. Yeah. I mean, I'm not just saying. I'm not saying I had a concussion. I'm not saying it's right.
I have had a concussion,
but hey, man, you trying to win these games, trying to get you a playoff, man. Hey,
yeah, Sean. If that's Josh Allen, Josh Allen better get back in the game. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying if that's my team, I'm I don't want him to do it. But
it is a little janky though. Like, I mean, that the Bengals. He came up, pointing at his head.
He was dead.
He just got out of the concussion protocol. Some doctor signed off, and he's like, "Where are you? What's your name?" And then let him back in the game. I don't know.
I mean, as a football player,
yeah.
As a football player, it's like, yes, obviously, but you want to get back in the game, bro. Like, you just want to get back in the game. Now, as a Bills fan, you like, oh no, don't leave T. Higgins out. I get it. As a football player, you're trying to get back in the game. If you could play, you could play. And he came in and he balled out with a concussion. So that's maybe he would probably been better without a concussion. So let's be happy he had a concussion. I don't know.
This is my question too. I mean, I do. We all believe that concussions are necessarily bad, but like, I mean, people play with injuries all the time. So I mean, like, if we're gonna go that way, then anybody that gets an injury should just automatically not play, in my opinion. If that's how we're gonna go.
I know concussions is a big deal, but bro, like,
I mean, we
cleared the test.
But every injury is a big deal, though. Every injury is a big deal. Honestly, look at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, they say he overcompensated and it blew his Achilles.
Now his career,
his career's over, probably, maybe. But like, so I mean, every injury is bad. But yeah. So I mean, shout out. Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. We live in America. It's capitalism, y'all.
Shout out, Mike. Mike, you try your hardest to be a half pizza boy, bro. It's full, bro. T. Higgins, he played, bro.
That's what I wanted to say.
It is what it is.
Listen,
man. I'm sorry.
We about to give our.
I'm sorry.
We about to give our score predictions. But I do want to say shout out to everybody out there. If you play fantasy football, I know people in the playoffs, people are not in the playoffs. They didn't make it. Mike, he was like second to last in our league. We call them pizza boys. So he buying everybody pizza. So everybody put the pizza emoji in the chat for Mike. If you can do that right now, please put the pizza chat in the emoji for Mike. So shout out to him.
He mad because T. Higgins is the reason he got dead in. It is what it is, Mike. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike. He played. He did what he had to do.
It'd be like that.
It's too bad Drake May wasn't playing this week. He was on a bye. Couldn't save you. It's all good.
Matt.
Sorry.
Thank you,
Shout out to Swanson.
Put the pizza emoji in. Pizza Mike. Matt, what's your
score predictions out? I think we're gonna go into Foxborough. I think we're gonna win the game 27-17.
I think we win this game. I don't think the Patriots are ready for this game. I think the Bills win. I think we start fast. Right, I think we start fast. I'm thinking we up 14-0. So I think we win 31-10 Bills.
Mike said, and Mike, this is why y'all put pizza. Mike, he's not on the show. He's allegedly sick after being pizza. But Mike texted the chat. He said, make sure y'all tell me this. I'm telling everybody his score. Patriots 27. Bills 24. Mike has the Bills losing. I just want everybody to know that Mike has the Bills losing. Me, I got the score. I got 31-28, same as the wild card overtime thriller. 31-20. I think it's a barn burner. I think that Mike Vrabel was a great coach, and we're gonna see some things. So shout out.
What
to
about the players?
the
What about the great players they got? You
That's
gonna name something else besides the coach? Because the great coach gonna get them to win the Super Bowl. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
the coach is gonna do it.
Coaching wins.
What about the players? What are the players you feel like is gonna be great and gonna be good against us?
Well, the last time we played them, Stephon
I'm gonna
Diggs.
know pizza. So tell me the players you feel like.
I just said that the last time we played them,
this game.
Stephon Diggs murdered us.
So Stephon Diggs,
Gonzalez. Well, we don't
have
have
play. Did he play?
No, I'm saying he's going to play.
Okay.
Gonzalez, he's gonna have a great game. It's gonna be very difficult to move the ball. We're gonna see.
How's it, Joey? I'm gonna leave that up.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Definitely appreciate y'all. Listen, go to Overdue Bills Pod YouTube page. Go subscribe there. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Go to overduebillspod.com. We've revised our website. Overduebillspod.com. Overduebillspod.com. We revised the website. Shout out to Mills. He's been doing great. We got a lot of content over there. So please go get some merch. Go get some merch before the playoffs start. And listen, anybody else have anything else to say on the show?
Yeah, contest. Get in. Make sure you get in on our socials. The predictions you put up in these comments, they don't count. So definitely wait till we actually get the contest up before you put in a prediction. We appreciate the score predictions, but definitely get them in on the contest themselves. That way you can get yourself a chance to win.
Facts. And you can go do it on the website. You can enter your contest on the website. Shout out to Mills. He put it a fire joint. You can go on the website, get some merch. You can get the link to the YouTube, and you can enter the contest. So it's one-stop shop, overduebillspod.com. That's all.
Y'all know how we end every show with a little bit of that. Hey.
Let's go.
Only Buffalo is going to win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and shout.
Let's see why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl.
Now, baby.